the courage to love, know the secret of us. Don't hurry my love, nothing good gets away. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma. Wow, suparna sayuja sakaya samanam vriksham parishvasvajati kayoranya pittalam swadvatya nashnananyo abhijagashiti. Om Shiva Shri Shakti Shivoham Shaktyoham.
Om Shanti. God has remained a mystery throughout. They wanted some higher power, some force. So at different periods of time, the conception of God has undergone transformations. There is something called personal God and impersonal God. If we study Indian scriptures, especially Upanishads, they do not talk of any person as God, but God is impersonal, Brahma. That Brahman is called God. It is one homogeneous thing. But later on, if we see, this is Smriti and Shruti. These are the two things which are mentioned. Smriti mainly mentions Puranas. These Puranas talk of personal God, avatar, incarnations. During the periods of crisis, God incarnates. That first time the statement came in Bhagavad Gita. So one is the formless God, impersonal God. Second is God with form, personal God. This is Nirgun, this is Sagun, this is Nirakar, this is Sakar. And then there was an introduction of avatar, the concept of avatarhood, that God comes on the earth. Whenever there is a time of disturbance, whenever irreligion gains an upper hand, dharmaglani. So during those periods of irreligiousness, God incarnates. He takes a human form and comes on earth. So that's personal God. And if you see other religions, something like that. God is not coming there. God is sending His messengers. So, messengers of God come. They are Masihas. They are world transformers. Christianity talks about Son of God, the only begotten Son of God. Or rather, the God becomes Son and comes. Then there is a concept of omnipresence of God. God is omnipotent, omniscient. He knows everything, He is all-knowing. He is all-powerful, but at the same time, He is present everywhere. Then there is something called pantheism. Pantheism means everything is God. Everything is God. So different concepts about God kept on coming. But then there is another school which is known as atheist. They say God doesn't exist. Forget this stupidity of worshipping something outside of you. You are God, if at all. Or you become one. So theist, astic, atheist, Nastic. And then there are agnostic, Agyayavad, neutral, no business. He is there, he is not there, we have no We are not affected by it. Let him be there, let him be not there. So there are agnostics. And there are 6 philosophies in India. Different philosophies talking of different thing about God. So if you see, different people talk so differently about God. But they do talk. They believe in some higher power. Some power which is above everything. They talk of black magic and white magic. There is one power which when used for the destruction is called black, and when it is used for benefaction it is called white. So there is some power which is white power, which is black power, but it is there. So some talk about God and then they talk about humans. They talk of different souls. Some believe that in dualism, God is different, souls are different. That is Dvaitavad. Some believe that they are interdependent, or rather, the soul is in God and God is in soul. Vishishtadvait. Ramanuja. Then there is a concept of monism, non-dualism. Shankaracharya, Advaitvad. That both are same. There is no difference. In the ultimate analysis, Aham Brahmasmi, this and this are same. So some people believe in eternal difference. Some people believe that they are in one. Some people believe that souls are part and parcel of God, but they remain different. So there is so much talk about God. And then suddenly something new came. They said, forget all this religion. This is just an opium, an intoxication. Religion is like opium, Karl Marx. Forget all this. This entire religion is bogus. Throw it out. Communism. Bring communism. Only Das Kapital, the book, is the real book. Rest everything is stupidity. This is, Karl Marx said, religion is the opium. It's opium. You're intoxicated. Just throw it out. And then suddenly Friedrich Nietzsche came and he said, God is dead and now man is free. Forget this. Churches and everything and your prayers and everything. And then science came. And science just threw aside everything. The man of science came, happy. He wants proofs. He wants evidences. He has laboratories. He has microscopes. You need to prove your soul and supreme soul. Otherwise we will not accept. So the man of science came. But then another man of science came. He said the earlier man of science was not fully knowledgeable. Now I bring the new science. The earlier science is outdated. It's gone. Then the third man of science came. He said those concepts are gone. Science is an ever-changing thing. New researches are shown something new. So we started with pre-Vedic times to Vedic times to post-Vedic times. So the introduction of God and the propagation of bhakti and the propagation of bhakti cult and the various different gods kept on mushrooming every new day, new gods, and then different religions and the propagation of those religions, and then disturbances and the fights between religions and their scriptures. And then suddenly somebody came and he said, there should be harmony of all the religions. It's like a mountain. You go by any path. So that new movement came, harmony of all religions. But even that was thrown out. So new concepts are coming every day. And now we stand We don't know where. But we are standing where all those things are mixed in this world. There are people who are believers, who are non-believers. There are people who think all this is superstition. There are people of science. There's one more in America. There's something known as Church of Satan. Church of Satan. Satanism. It's an entirely new thing. Forget all these gods. We need to find this new man, Saturn. Worship him. He is better. But they don't exactly believe in his worship of Saturn, but still, it's a worship of Saturn. So God is a very mysterious figure. Enigma. A puzzle. And further mysterious thing is, where does he stay? His address. Some say he is not on this planet. Some say he is here. Some say he is inside you. Some say he is here in the heart. Some say he is near here. Some people say that he is pervading every particle of this universe. He is the controller of everything. Some say, forget all this, he is existence. Astitva. He is this existence. There is no personal God. There is no going to happen a personal dialogue between. God is not a person. He is existence. It's impersonal concept of God. And then God comes. He throws out all the concepts which were about him. In today's Sakar Murli, Baba said, I, Shiv Baba, am God. Those Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar are not God. I am God. So suddenly he comes and says, hello, I am God. He gives his own introduction. Glad to meet you. After a long time. This is the Avyakta message of 5-10-2011. आज अमृत वेला बाबा के पास पहुंची तो सदा के सदृश दूर से बाबा की दृष्टि मिलते ही प्यार के सागर में समा गई और धीरे धीरे सम्मुख पहुंच अलौकिक बाहों के झूले में झूल रही थी. कुछ समय के बाद बाप दादा बोले. Every time Dadi goes, so there is an initial dialogue and Baba asks, what is the news? And she said, डबल फॉरेनर्स की बहुत रिमझिम हो गई है. पीस ऑफ माइंड का प्रोग्राम भी चल रहा है और ब्राह्मणों के प्रोग्राम भी चल रहा है. सो दादी इज गिविंग सर्विस न्यूज टू बाबा एंड बाबा इज देन टेलिंग समथिंग टू दादी. देख रहे हो कि सारे संसार कितनी गिरावट में जा रहा है, इसलिए अब बच्चों को बाप से किरणें ले खास सर्व आत्माओं को किरणें देने का कार्य करना है. बाप ने देखा कि बच्चों का बाप से दिल का बहुत प्यार अच्छा है, जिस प्यार के आधार से त्याग करना सहज हो गया है. बोलो बच्चे, बाप को दिल में बिठाया है ना, सदा नैनों में समाया है ना. कोई पूछे भगवान कहाँ रहता है तो क्या फलक से कहेंगे. If somebody asks you, where does he stay? So what you will say? The existence is God. The elements are God. The tree are God. The stars are God. What? These are the different concepts. In the world there are different concepts. But if they ask you who is God, तो फलक से कहेंगे what? वह तो मेरे दिल में ही रहता है. उसको मेरी दिल ही पसंद है. He loves my heart. He stays in my heart. बोलो, इतना नशा है. Such intoxications you have. So this is a great point of intoxication, that we know God. We love God. Not just that. He loves us. What is He? What does He do? When does He come? What is His real nature? But these are all information. The real thing about God is to feel His presence. Merely understanding the theory about God is not going to help. Merely knowing do's and don'ts told by Him is not going to help. To feel Him, to know Him, to realize Him, to experience Him, one has to develop a deep, deep, intimate relationship with Him, a very, very secret bond with Him. They were right when they say God is not a person. Definitely. He is not a person but a presence to be felt. God is a presence to be felt. God is beauty. God is bliss. God is internal music, the supreme intelligence. God is the divine fragrance. You don't sit and measure, just enjoy. God is supreme delight, the divine indulgence. To feel Him deeply, to know His presence. When I speak, I don't speak, but His voice speaks through me. When I hear, I don't hear. When I walk, I don't walk. When I am not, but He is. The two are not there, I and He, but my Father and I are one. This feeling of unity. In today's blessing, Baba said, stay combined with the Father and churn knowledge. You are Ganesh. So this combined stage with the Father is religion, is spirituality. Where does He stay? He stays in my heart. Usko meri dil hi pasand hai. He loves my heart. Why? Why He loves your heart? Because your heart is true and honest, and He loves all those hearts which are true and honest and pure. Purity attracts purity. Purity attracts purity. He is the ocean of beauty. And true beauty is truth, truth, beauty. True beauty is purity. So when the heart is true and when the heart is honest and the heart is pure and free from all the worldly negativities, such a pure heart is pulled towards God. And God is pulled towards such a heart. So there is a mutual attraction, the divine romance. So this is the point of great intoxication. Who stays in your heart? God stays with me. There's a beautiful passage in Bible. One of the songs of Bible are known as Psalms. So there's one beautiful psalm where different prayers are written. There are two religions in the world, two types of religions. One is the religion of prayer, another is the religion of meditation. Religion of prayer, Hinduism, they pray, there's a devotion. Christianity, Islam, the religion of prayers. But there are religions of meditation. Buddhism, Jainism, they don't pray, they meditate. That's it. What is ours? There is no meditation, there is no prayer as such, but there are invocations. So what he says, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me and the light becomes night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. So He is the ocean of light. He is the sun. Where He is there cannot be any darkness. He is the divine light, the ocean of light. the presence of light. So when He is with you as a canopy, as an internal presence, when you walk as if He is around you. So God is a presence to be felt. God is a power to be understood, to be realized. God is a sound to be heard. God is a vision to be seen, which is invisible yet. He is a presence to be touched, though impalpable. So where does He stay? In your heart. Close the eyes and feel, is He there or not? So you can do that practice intermittently throughout the day. Close the eyes and feel, if He is with me, is He really with me? When He is there, He is the ultimate truth. There cannot be any untruth with me. If He is there, there is total light. There cannot be any dark corner. If He is there, He is complete purity. There cannot be slightest impurity within me. So you can just close the eyes and feel His presence within you. He is light. So my whole being is filled with light. He is purity. My heart is peak and span, utterly pure. He is beauty. I am the most beautiful. He is love, and I am filled with that love. Om Shanti.